my friends on the channel. How are you guys doing? Welcome. You may know me as the owner of this channel, but some other people know me as the newsman in the Pokemon Premier League. They had a fantastic season lately, and you know, I've been invited to participate in their first DLC, season. And I was thinking, I've been thinking of coming back to Draft League. It's been since 2016 since I haven't even touched the format. And I think it would be, I always wanted to do it, but past gen was a little bit trash. For me at least, League was stagnant as a format to watch on YouTube especially. So I decided not to just go with it, not learn about it, and pretty much just wait until now, since we have more time to do the battles, right? We have the 60-minute timer back on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And I think it's a good opportunity for me to bring you different content on the channel, relating obviously to competitive Pokemon, and just to have some different stuff to do here, right? And I think it's going to be great content. If you guys are interested in it, we'll see it this season. And I'm bringing you Draft League. PPL has a secondary league right now, secondary division, you could say, with a lot of creators. Some of them very well known in the draft community, the Pokemon community. Some others that are upcoming creators coming up soon with very quality content and battling skills. So I decided to go in. I'm not I don't have much league experience compared to some of the people in the league, but I don't care about that. I'm not a pussy. I'll do it, I'll fight. I've been playing Pokemon for a long time, so at least I know I will defend myself a little bit. I don't intend to win. I mean, I intend to win, but I don't think I will. But it's a good opportunity to get back on track, start to learn Draft League once again, compete with very strong players, newer players, and there's a whole lot of interesting coaches. Check out the Pokemon Premier League channels to see all the rosters, all the teams, and all the coaches. And apart from that, here we are. I participate in one of the two divisions they've made. One of them is the Play divisions, and the other one is the Bolt divisions. I'll be in the Bolt division. We've been talking about it a little bit with the people that participates. That the Bolt division is more like the Boomer division, so I fit in there perfectly, it seems. And yeah, I got a draft. The FC Volcarona Football Club Volcarona is back on YouTube. No one would have ever believed that, but here we are once again with this. And slowly we're gonna be seeing the team. Let's go and put the team in screen. We're gonna be unlocking the different mons as we went to the draft, and I'll do just a brief explanation of them so you have them in mind. So we had second pick. FC Volcarona got the second pick, which is fantastic. That means we can choose quite quickly our first one, and then for the rest of the draft we have the possibility to plan two picks very closely, except for the first one, but they're very close to picks, not in a row but almost, in the snake draft. So that allows you to plan your team quite well, I would say. So we had second pick, and they banned a lot of top tier threats, but one of them that they didn't ban is Landorus Incarnate. Like, I've used Landorus Incarnate before on the channel, always used in broken teams that were banned in OU. It's been so long since I haven't used it that I decided to just go for it. Might be quite weak to ice, we can fix that with the team. And, has a lot of potential sets that are very scary. Landorus, everyone knows it's scary. Got it on my second pick, very cool. So expect some good performances from this mon, or at least may the opposing teams lots of preparations and then we're not going to break it, so that's how we do it. Then we do have Slowking as the second pick. He's going to be obviously covering the weakness, the ice weakness and water weakness for Landorus. Very tanky mon. I pretty much intend to use it as a tanky mon of all sorts, and I also have two ideas with this draft. Either do them all both together or do one. The draft went in a way that I could only do one, but the ideas were to make a Tundra team. That was the idea. So the Tundra means in my brain that we're doing snow and we're doing grassy terrain, right? So I was trying to do that. We started with the snow tactics, right? With snow, you know, not a full snow team, but some snow support, so the opposing team have to prepare for it. And we have Chill Reception Slowking with the Regenerator. Pretty much trying to tank all the hits for the team. Let's see what strats we can do with that. The Grassy Terrain team didn't work because at third pick I decided to pick Heatran. Heatran was still around, and I think Heatran is fantastic. Covers, you know, these three first picks cover each other's weaknesses quite well. Another Ice Resist, very nice Ice Resist. And you know, rocks. We all know what Heatran does, right? Flame Body, Will-O-Wisp, nice support, offensive and defensive mod at the same time. I think it's very good, especially in League more than in Smogon. And there we have it, you know. The next pick I wanted to pick was Rillaboom, but alas, Onesie Bane had picked it at the same round that I picked Heatran. And, you know, he's got a Sneasler, and he's got, spoilers, but he's got a team that also wanted to make use of that, you know, Grassy Terrain strategy. So my Grassy Terrain Tundra strat was gone. Still, I had my plans for the Ice strategy a bit, but that's gonna be revealed later on, because the fourth pick I got is Gardevoir. Powerful Fairy and Psychic, powerful Wall Breaker, Traceability allows for shenanigans to happen that are very nice, and, you know, it's nice to have a Fairy. Pretty decent speed tier, and nobody's switching onto those Moonblasts that easily, I'm telling you. We got the Gardevoir, I'm happy with this pick, excellent choice mod as well. To complete it, we also got the Dragon at the same turn. I got Noivern. I'm not too sure about Noivern yet, maybe we'll change him, but I have to try him yet, so perhaps we'll see how that goes. Noivern is going to be as the speedy mod of the team. He brings a Dragon type, very fast mod, he's got the Frisk ability, which is kind of sick in draft format to not get surprised by weird items. And it just brings a lot of speed and powerful moves. It's not the most powerful attacker, but I think it's gonna do good work. So I'm not too sure about him, but I do like him. And next, the sixth pick is going to be Overquill. Overquill is one of the things I wanted to try this gen. I love the dark and poison typing. I love hazards, right? To have hazards on the team. The Bar Barrage ability is very annoying, gets water coverage as well, and we can set up spikes and toxic spikes with this. Plus it's a grounded poison type to absorb enemy poison spikes as well, so not gonna be, you know, hit by that, hopefully, having Overquill around. The next pick. Now you'll see on this, you know, on my return to League, there was no other way that I wouldn't go for the mascot pick, regular Electrode. I was thinking of picking Hisuian Electrode, but Dr. Slacky picked it before me, so I decided to go with the Electrode one, and it fits with my snow teams very well, more than the grass one. That's why even I decided to go with this one. It is also my first Terra Captain, so for 2 points you get Electrode, and then there is 20 points to do your Terra Captains. You know, it fits. These 2 picks were my Terra Captains basically, so this would be the first one, Electrode with the electric ice, of course. Some people find it boring, but it's effective. And then Grass to cover the ground weakness, and also being able to hurt equally the Pokemons that are ground type too. And the next Pokemon is none other than Alolan Sandslash. Now, I think this one is super versatile, and it gets Slush Rush. It's an Ice and Steel type, so we add another Steel type on the team, but is my other Terra Captain. Now, Electro was 8 points, and Sandslash was 12. The planning on my semi-Hail team, or semi-Snow team, went perfectly. And I put an offensive typing with Ice, with that Alolan Sandslash. And then we got the Fairy type to have a bulky Fairy if needed. And then we have a Water type to, you know, pretty nice defensive typing. Might change this typing later on, we'll see. But the idea here is that we got it. The 2 Terra Captains for 20 points. 2, you know, very low valued picks on the draft are here, and I think they fit the team perfectly because Electro gives me a lot of speed, Side Slash potentially gives me a lot of speed, but also a bulky fairy that can set up, that can remove hazards, and set up hazards himself. Does a lot of things, and I really like it. Now at this point, I was one of the people in the draft that has not spent that much points thanks to those last 3 picks. Overquill is 7 points only, Electro is 2, and a lot of Side Slash is 4. So it's very cheap picks compared to some of the picks that were happening in draft. So I had a lot of money, or budget, remaining. And I got Galarian Zapdos. Excellent choice at 1 as well, right? Very dangerous speed tier. Very powerful hitting. Also had Defiant to avoid the hazards, and we do have Overquill and a bunch of rockers already on the team. So having Galarian Zapdos is sick. I really like this part. I always wanted to try it. To continue with this trend, another U-turning Pokemon and a grass type that I bring, and also a ghost type is going to be the Sidgewai. The Sidgewai gets defog. I wanted to have a different hazard removal option than Spin Sand Slash, so we got with defog the Sidgewai. And it gives me a lot of versatility, especially offensively, and that possibility to just have some annoying supports move with this one. I think most of the work I'm going to give this one is to be supports and then die, but maybe not, you know. Maybe we're going to strip some tips with it, who knows. And then the last 2 picks were interesting. I had 11 points left, so I got a Crawdont as a Dark type. A little bit of priority in the team. These last 2 picks, I'm not too sure about it either. We'll see how it goes with them. I may try them. We'll see. But with these guys, we basically got 11 points left. So Crawdont is 10, and I got 1 remaining. Crawdont, we all know what Crawdont does, right? Setup, Choice Band, Power, Absolute. And it is another Dark type, apart from Overquill. So I am not that weak to Psychic. I wasn't weak to Psychic regardless, but, you know, it's another switch into Ghosts, which is great. And my last pick for 1 point, I think it's a very valuable pick. Although I'm not too sure about it yet. I might change him along with Crawdont or Noivern. We'll see how the team goes. But I do really like my team. It's none other than Sudowoodo. Look at him. 1 point. What does Sudowoodo do? It hits super hard. It gets sturdy. It gets all sorts of hazards. I think it even gets priority. It explodes, and it hits super hard with rock type moves. So I think perhaps we can get a chance to use Sudowoodo at some point. I'm not sure yet, but it's gonna be great. Dude, I love Sudowoodo, so I don't want to change him. Maybe. We'll see. Guys, FC Volcarona is back. I am back to Draft League content. I'm gonna try to bring as much fun battles as possible. I'm gonna try to make the best content I can with Draft League 2. And I think it's gonna have a good old time. I'm gonna try to win as much as possible as always, but all around the best thing I want to do is make content for you guys. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you support my team. And I hope we can start the season proving that despite being noobs at Draft League metagame, we can still play a bit of Pokemon. Not too much. So perhaps we can end up at the middle of the table in the league. Alright guys, see you for the next battle on Monday. So all battles will be on Monday. Hope you guys are excited. Give a like if you are. Put a comment supporting or criticizing the team or criticizing my face. And yep, shoutouts to everyone in the league. Check out the league channel, and shoutouts to CP Marcus for these graphics that made for everyone. They look pretty sick. He deserves the recognition. And I'll shut up now and leave you soon for the battle. I think it goes up tomorrow, or the disc goes up. But if not, it's on Monday. Goodbye, friends.